Incorrect information, bro. You took down the whole entire website, updated the fucking page, and then basically told the person off. And also, I want to say on a side note, and I could be wrong, if these venues were to continue treating their attendees with disrespect and like shit, my crystal ball is telling me that not one, but potentially 2 to 3 different venues within the next 5 years will be eventually shuttering their doors.
Fuck my pussy.
Just gonna make a short little video, and I'm gonna put this out here because it looks like a lot of these conventions are out to fuck people. And this is the one thing that I just read the first thing this morning on Twitter as the event in Ohio was concluding for the weekend, is apparently a badge lanyard artist had gotten fucked at one of the venues. And this is also an ongoing situation that's been happening at not one, but 2 separate locations across the United States. It could be badge artwork, it could be convention books, it could be as simple as some situation as an organizer telling somebody shut the fuck up. I wanted to talk about this on a more conservative manner. The more you treat your attendees like garbage, the more of a chance they're going to stop showing up. So this is what the original situation had happened, was they had asked about the promised lanyard and they deleted the person's message and changed the website's information. Keep in mind that this was shortly after the person had asked about the custom lanyard. And they deleted this person's message and changed the website around, alongside with the fact that people that pay hard-working money are involved with getting paper booklets, which in this case sounds really dumb to a lot of people because usually the booklets get handed out to mostly every single person. And scrolling through the comment section, there is a lot of very pissed off individuals. They did make amends and they did, own up to it and at least apologize for it. So I will give the venue in Ohio that, because at least they had the balls to fucking step up and apologize to the people that they fucked over. If we look through some of the screenshots, yes, for sponsors as keepsakes, I can get that to you in a bit. So basically, the convention booklets are now being labeled as sponsorship exclusives instead of giving out to people that attend throughout the weekend. And not just at this event, but I've heard that even at the event in Seattle, the whole situation is also going down. So we have 2 separate venues that are doing the same ordeal at the same exact time. And the only reason I say 2 separate venues at the same exact time is because if we scroll in the comment section, we can still see the design artist for these lanyards talking about the whole situation. But there is also a recognizable event that is also doing the same shit. Well, I wouldn't have had an issue if they said this at the start, but instead they tried to hide that they broke the promise by changing it and deleting the message and not saying anything. They didn't message me like, oh, this was a mistake. Changed during the con after payment. Just felt a bit lied to, really. False advertising at its finest, not gonna lie. So before they changed it over to sponsor exclusive, this was part of the ordeal where you can get a convention book and a lanyard at this event, but apparently they did not bother telling anybody about the updated changes and left this person pretty much hanging, who was responsible for basically the publications. Now this one, on the other hand, this is also a person that's been doing the artwork for years. I want to see if the same thing is going on at the same exact time. So what we're going to do here is we're going to look into it. See, at least on here, it shows up during the weekend admission for, ages 3 and up. But they stated that over the years, they had been doing the same exact situation. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because it looks like, scrolling through, it looks like every single package is included in it. So it doesn't look like it's also one as well, but the person that's making the artwork for this other venue had also been stating that they've been doing it for a year or multiple years. Either way, I thought I would just talk about this because this had happened over the weekend, and apparently the chair did make a response, and I want to find out what they actually said. We apologize for any confusion. An attendee pointed out the incorrect information on the website. Incorrect information? Bro, you took down the whole entire website, updated the fucking page, and then basically told the person off. So I don't understand how that's incorrect information when apparently this person literally called you out for deleting the freaking page and then posting some lame-ass replies. So we already got some half-ass vice chair, con chair, or whatever that is not even taking full accountability for their actions. And we corrected the error as soon as we were notified. If there is still any confusion, General Mission includes a standard lanyard. If you did not get one, please let us know. And a digital downloadable. And yet here we are with some people that are actually still commenting on it. And the funniest thing is, they made a response to this, and somebody else down below actually called them out on their shit. That's not really the main point. An attendee pointed something out, and instead of explaining and acknowledging you made a mistake, you silently fixed it and deleted the attendee's message. That is highly unprofessional. I expected better from such a well-established convention. And they stated down below, to be clear, this is not being ignored, and we are looking into what happened, where and why things were deleted and miscommunicated. Bruh, I feel like they're still just trying to cover it up. This is like unprofessionalism at its finest. This is like, I don't even know where to begin. And also, I want to say on a side note, and I could be wrong, if these venues were to continue treating their attendees with disrespect and like shit, my crystal ball is telling me that not one, but potentially 2 to 3 different venues within the next 5 years will be eventually shuttering their doors. I'm not going to say which ones, but we can already assume from everything that we've been seeing that something is bound to happen. The well will eventually run dry. I can promise you that. Because the more that people feel uncomfortable with joining, the more chances that the attendance are going to drop, as well as the amount of money that's coming in is going to drop as well.